remember my first Intelextreme Masters, it was in 2012, and I believe I was brought in as a replacement. I think that was the case, and I believe I didn't even, since I was brought in as like a last-minute replacement, I don't know if there was an open bracket, but either way, I looked at it as an opportunity to get some tournament experience, and I believe I actually had to pay the flight all by myself. And this was back when I hadn't really been to a lot of offline tournaments, but I still wanted to go for it, even with an expensive flight and even with maybe not the best chances of winning. I still went there, and just for the experience and just to compete. Back then in 2012, I didn't really think of myself as a very good player because there was so many good players in Europe that I was looking up to, and I played mostly on ladder, and that's where I got my practice from. I didn't really have a whole lot of practice partners outside of my Norwegian team, but I did get some decent placings on the ladder. Grandmaster was out, so that gave me at least some confidence, but I knew that I still had a long way to go.
And there is no way that Jaedong's stopping this. He plummets below 100 supply. 170 for Snute, and this game is over. It was over before this fight even begun. Snute, beautiful play, absolutely beautiful. Jaedong is going to fight to the bitter end here, but as we can see, it doesn't matter. Numbers hugely in favor of Snute. How well did Snute play for you here?
I'm so impressed by this, and you know what? This is exactly Snute's game. This is the game he should be playing every single game, the macro game. Look how strong it is. Look at the supply. Look at the mind games and the decision-making he made in this game. He got so ahead, and he played a flawless game from there. He made every right decision, every right attack.
GG.
The story behind me joining Team Liquid is maybe not all that complicated. I knew the members of the team from earlier on. Like, we were playing some on ladder and in tournaments, so I knew the players well from beforehand. I knew that they were very mannered. Eventually, when my previous contract came to an end, then I was looking for opportunities, and Team Liquid contacted me. And I thought of Liquid as probably the #1 team to be on. Fans are really important to players, especially when they're not doing as well. I keep saying it, but it can't be said enough. Just thank you to all the fans that have been cheering for me, especially when it's not been going that well, when I haven't been putting up the best results. It's so important. Like, if you're a fan of a player, if you've seen someone play a good game and they're not doing as well anymore, then just give them a tweet or something meaningful, and it can really cheer up their day and motivate them to give it a little more. It's not really strange to talk to people you don't know, because everyone you talk to are fans of StarCraft or they've been watching StarCraft, and we always have something to talk about, so that part of it is not really strange to me at all. Playing in front of a big audience is a little bit scary, I have to admit, because it's so easy to get distracted by the fact that you're playing in front of so many people, but at the same time, it's also very encouraging to hear them cheer after a game. It's still something that I have to get used to. I just want to get to a really high level, and my goals for this year is definitely making it to the top 16 of the WCS rankings and making it to BlizzCon. That would be massive for me.